So why is UX design important in developing technology products?
Yeah, this is, I guess, a relatively new term, right? In the last 10 years or so,
Right,
or less even, like UX designer has its own
right.
particular role and its own
And career.
division. Yeah, its own
Yeah,
career, its own division of the company, its own, quarterly objectives and, all sorts of stuff at the larger companies. So yeah, I think it just comes down to a pretty simple thing in that, well, a lot of this technology is relatively new to a lot of people. Um, you know, being able to like pay your credit card online, or right from your phone, right? Those are like relatively new things to a lot of folks, that haven't grown up with a phone in their hand. So how do you go about doing that? You have to like, kind of extract it out of the problem, right? Like take the technology out on day one and start from the beginning, the human to human interaction. What is it that people really want to do? There might be a large number of things they want to try and do. How might you be able to simplify that? What does simplification even mean to this particular group of folks that are using it? If you're at such a wide demographic, that you might not be able to find an answer to that. So I think it's UX design or approaching problem solving from a human to human perspective is useful in anything in every industry, including like the service industry and customer service, and you know creating a seamless process for even like picking up your food at a restaurant or ordering it online, or just the act of dining at a restaurant, or buying tickets to a concert or events. Like pretty much you can apply it to anything. Technology happens to be the medium that we're using today, or a
right.
lot of software that we're using. That might not be the case in the future, who knows? But this particular role, I think, is a pretty long lasting one. If you don't think about those principles, you're kind of just making stuff and just chucking it out there. From the UX perspective, we tend to have these feedback loops where we're putting something out there but hoping to hear back, or following up on something, or observing a particular act in the process, uh, seeing where the pitfalls lie, and trying to correct those either with more technology, or in some cases less. Ideally less. Ideally you're making things simpler to maintain on your end as well, which will help
Right.
you improve things overall. So it's like a huge spider web of cause and effect, with technology. That's why I prefer, when I work on the systems related things, like the infrastructure side of it, is start really simple with like pretty minimal surface area, because it will get complex on its own. That's just the nature of technology at this particular